The rain poured endlessly over the city, running in silver streams along the marble steps of the largest bank in town. A tall, lean man with deep-set eyes and rough hands stood under the stone archway, clutching a worn leather folder to his chest. Inside were years of careful planning, savings records, business projections, every detail of his dream to start a small manufacturing company. He stepped forward with hope in his eyes and explained his request to the young man behind the counter, his voice steady but humble. The clerk, dressed in a crisp navy suit, barely looked at the folder before sliding it back across the counter with a rehearsed smile. "I'm sorry, sir, but your profile doesn't meet our lending standards." The words stung. Around him, muffled chuckles from other customers made the air feel colder. Without protest, he picked up his folder and walked back into the rain. The bank's marble columns faded behind him, but the sting of rejection burned deep in his chest. In the weeks that followed, the man's disappointment turned into a quiet determination. He doubled his hours at the factory where he worked, taking on night shifts no one else wanted. He began selling small crafted tools from home, pouring every earned coin into savings. One venture led to another, and soon he was running a small workshop of his own. What started with a single workbench grew into a team of workers, then multiple warehouses. His dedication was relentless. Every setback became a lesson, every profit was reinvested, and every success was a stepping stone to something larger. While others sought comfort, he sought growth. Years passed. His name began appearing in trade journals. His products were shipped across the country, and his contracts carried enough weight to make competitors uneasy. Yet through every triumph, the memory of that rainy day at the bank never left his mind. 15 years after that rejection, on a warm and clear morning, a very different man walked up the same marble steps. This time, he wore a perfectly tailored charcoal suit and polished black shoes. His presence turned heads, not from curiosity, but from recognition. Whispers followed him into the boardroom. The bank's directors sat around a long oak table, their eyes widening as he placed a new folder before them. But this was no loan application. Inside were acquisition papers. He was there to buy the entire bank. The meeting was short. The signatures came quickly. And when the final document was signed, the papers that once denied him now gave him ownership of the institution that had dismissed him. As he rose to leave, a familiar face appeared in the doorway. The clerk, older now, his once dark hair streaked with gray, his posture more hesitant than before. Their eyes met, and for a long moment, neither spoke. Finally, the man broke the silence. His voice was calm, not triumphant. "Never decide someone's worth by the weight of their pockets," he said evenly. "Sometimes the people you dismiss are building empires you can't yet imagine." The clerk lowered his gaze, the marble floor beneath him suddenly feeling colder. Without another word, the new owner stepped through the grand halls. Not as a customer, not as a petitioner, but as the man who now held the keys to the very doors that had once been closed to him.